Hello, everyone. How's it going? Hello. Hi, Lisa. Bonsai Melissa. A Fancast. Hello, I'm doing good. Ben Simmons is so soft. Yeah, I know. Barnes and Chosen? Yeah, probably. Do you want Miguel to stay in Mexico for the whole season? No, I don't. Do you think Kreese will make bail? What do you mean? Do you think Kreese will make bail? Oh, I just read this. Did you see Jacob's video? Which one? Yeah, eventually he'll get out of jail. Mexico arc should only be 5 episodes. I think it should be less than that. Do you think that Kreese will be able to convince Johnny to bail him out? Maybe. There's no need for Miguel to stay in Mexico for the whole season. Exactly. And the first Cobra Kai season 5. Oh yeah, it is next week because May 6th is, I believe, is next. Sorry, May 5th is next Thursday. It's kind of sad that we're not getting too many Keenery scenes since Robbie will be with Johnny. I think Sam and Tori will have to sit down and resolve their differences. Me too. We'll probably get one before Robbie leaves. See Jacob's video about the students and senseis uniting one dojo. Yes, I did. Do you think that Sam will go dark because people think she will? No, she won't go that dark. It's not that deep, people. She will go dark for a bit, but not like a way where she joins Cobra Kai. Yeah, exactly. Sam ain't going dark. Think Mike Barnes can redeem? Maybe by like the end of the show, but I don't know. We need some bad guys to fight though. Think Tori Leonard to Tevin? Sure he has. I think by the end of the series we'll leave the Valley probably. Her season 5 arc is going to be a new story, not just her season 4 arc rehashed further. Yeah. I think season 5 will be a dark season. Yes. I mean, Barnes can redeem, and the show could surprise us by revealing Ponytail didn't die in Vietnam. That wouldn't make any sense because he pointed the gun. He pretty much held the gun against Ponytail's head and then pulled the trigger. How would he survive that? That would make absolutely no sense. I hope season 5 is a dark season. I want season 3 vibes. Dark for Cobra Kai. Ponytail did die though. LLC. Hey, what's up, CBK? They shot him in the head. Yeah, exactly. Like he held like the end of the gun on like his forehead. There's no way he could have survived that. Okay. It's funny how we didn't get didn't see Kreese beating those guys up in season 3, episode 6. I mean, the dude's old, so they probably didn't actually film that scene in season 3. A lot of people think Sam will go dark, maybe trying to kill Tori. These people are being ridiculous. These are probably people on freaking non-sleep Reddit forums and whatnot. Like, what? You just gotta ignore these people. They're being ridiculous, trying to start drama. They're trying to seek attention. It's ridiculous. So you're just gonna have to ignore these people, because 99% of people on the Reddit forums have no clue what they're talking about. Sam's not gonna kill Tori, exactly. Sam will go dark, but she wouldn't go as far as to kill someone. Listen, as much as some of us don't like Sam, we know she wouldn't go that far. I totally agree. Sam will not kill Tori. Exactly. The creators pull an alley on us like they did in season 3 by having Silver and Barnes approach Sam. Oh god. CKW. Remember those Hawk and Sam shippers. They're still around, bro. They've been around since season 3. Hello, Tristan. How are you? Sammy gonna try to kill Tori. Exactly. Imagine. I can't read it. Imagine watching this show just for ships. Yeah, it's. I don't even know. While she's at her lowest and tries to convince her to join Cobra Kai and tell her that she's natural Cobra like her father and that he was very impressed with her fighting and how close she came to winning. Oh, damn, imagine that manipulation because he knows he paid that ref off to make sure she lost. But that would be really funny, though. Ham is just stupid. It's a deli meat. The only ham we need in the show is the one that Johnny eats. Yeah, the bologna or whatever he eats. Sam isn't going dark at all. Sounds like something Moon would say. CPO, stop the Flash. Stop. Yeah, exactly. Stop with the Flash references. They'll never mix Flash and Cobra Kai. Exactly. Exactly. Like, if anyone brings up CW Flash, you're going to take a penalty. Yeah. Stop with the Flash. Like, I like him as a comic book character. He's one of my favorite DC comic book characters, but that show is not good anymore. They tell her to think about it and come find them at the dojo if she wants to join, and Sam looks intrigued. Ooh, that'd be crazy. As they leave, and we get to the end of the episode where we see a girl standing from behind, that's Sam's height build. What? You're the one bringing it up, not me. Exactly. Tristan with the nuance. That LaRusso will be in for a surprise of his life when he sees this, and the girl turns around and is revealed to not be Sam at all, but Mike Barnes' daughter. He has a daughter, man. Like, and hopefully it's not Tori. So why would Silver ask Sam to join when he paid for to lose? There's a very simple answer, Tristan, and the answer is to because he knows that it will set Daniel off. She's Daniel's daughter, so he knows that Daniel's gonna freaking lose it. If he found out that Sam allowed Terry to train her, or at least tried to recruit her to Cobra Kai. I should put it that way. But I don't think Sam would actually say yes. I know, Tristan, it's a joke where you say stop with the Flash. KK. For ending with the Flash thing, CW's villain the Savitar. Yep, that's true. Out of all the Flash villains, that Savitar's my favorite. What about Tori Hawkship? See, before season 3, that made sense because they were both in Cobra Kai. Miguel was out of the picture. Robbie was on the run. Hawk he's in his prime now, but he was in his prime before then. So it would have made sense if they had gotten together. At that point, I actually predict that was one of my theories for season 3 that it's possible that Hawk and Tori get together. It's possible that while Miguel's away, um, those two are going to build chemistry and they're going to form a relationship. I was wrong. I took my words like a man. I was wrong, but I'm glad I was wrong because if they did get together, we would have gotten Robbie and Tori. So I was actually thankful that that theory was wrong. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people did. Even Bonsai Carpenter did it. Very popular one before season 3. Yep. I don't believe that Sam will say yes either. But I think that it would be funny if the creators tried to pull an Allie on us by having us believe that she will join, only to reveal that no, she didn't, and gotcha. Yeah, then they jinx us. I really didn't think Robbie and Tori were going to do that. Yeah, I did not think that at all for season 3. Before season 3, I thought it was off the table completely. Because A, Robbie had kicked Miguel over the balcony, and B, Tori violently attacked Sam at the high school. So these two have a lot. So those two had a lot of reasons to hate each other. Yeah, I honestly thought they would get together, but that made sense back then. After you watch season 3, I bet you wanted Robbie and Tori as a couple. Yeah, I did. I won't even hide that. I was hyping it up all year long. So full 2021, I was hyping that up. But at the same time, that would be messed up because Hawk would betray his best friend and Tori would get with her boyfriend's best friend. I mean, that's true to a degree, but then Hawk could like defend himself and saying, "Hey, you wanted Sam anyway, so why do you care?" So I mean, we all pretty much knew Miguel and Sam are going to get back together regardless in season 3. We knew it was going to happen. So, or we at least had that feeling. Yeah, Hawk always wanted Moon back. That was a fact. So. I knew Miguel and Sam would get back together, but I mean, in the context of the show, yeah. Tristan was secretly rooting for Sam Robbie. No, he wasn't. I know for a fact he wasn't. Neither was I. As people only ship them because it's the bloodline characters. That's literally it. Sam and Robbie suck. Exactly. Well, it sucks. They don't individually suck. The ship, the couple sucks. That's what I meant to say. My bad. Yeah, the ship, their characters individually are pretty good. They're better off as friends. Exactly. Hell no. I hated that relationship ever since they met. Me too. Theory: when Chosen or Johnny find out how much Sam is suffering after her loss, they manage to pull her back to her senses. I would like to see that. The ship sunk like the Titanic. That was good. That was good. That was really good. Because they know what she's going through and how she feels, and Anthony plays a crucial part as well when he gets attacked by Kenny and she defends her brother, and they wind up sharing a brother sister moment that brings Sam back to the dojo. That would be amazing. Titanic. But as either Johnny's or Chosen's official student, not Daniels, Miguel was the iceberg. Yes, he was. They think that Robbie and Miguel become stepbrothers. See, that kind of makes sense. Depending on where Johnny and Carmen's relationship goes. I think they'll be married eventually. Have you seen the Batman yet? It's on streaming services. No, I have not. I hope in season 5 we see Bobby again and have a moment between Daniel and Bobby. Yeah, we need that. Because Daniel hasn't met the new Bobby yet. The new Bobby yet is a pastor. He's a man of God, basically. I hate how some people are still saying Sholo's leaving the show because of Blue Beetle, even after Hurwitz literally tweeted saying there's zero conflict with Blue Beetle and Cobra Kai. Yeah, they already filmed season 5 in December to avoid that problem. And Blue Beetle doesn't come out until August 2023. So people need to pay attention. Think Kenny upside job, Anthony summertime. 100%. Absolutely. Some people think Bobby could take over Eagle Fang training while Johnny's away. I think it's possible, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't think it's necessary because I think by the time season 5 ends, Eagle Fang is going to be done and there's just going to be one dojo. Miyagi-Do. Writers would never write off Miguel unless it's a serious thing. Bobby maybe in season 5, I doubt would be that prominent. Yeah, I don't think he would take over Eagle Fang. He's a pastor. He's got other things to do. Bobby's kind of retired from karate, kind of. He still does it when it's necessary. Like like the bar, he had to use karate to fight off those guys. I'm excited to see the Blue Beetle movie because it's cool to see Cobra Kai actor having a superhero role. Exactly. The movie, there's a chance the movie might not do well because it's DC, Warner Brothers. They've been incompetent lately, but I feel like Sholo's gonna kill it. Really good casting choice. A lot of people have been having him as Blue Beetle fan cast, so I'm glad that he got the role. Do you think that season 5 went on a cliffhanger? It probably will. Hopefully they don't make it too woke. Bobby got to be in the finale series fight. Yeah, throw Bobby in there. Every season ends on a cliffhanger. Yep, definitely does. DC can make good movies. It's just the universe is so confusing; it doesn't add up. Yeah, exactly. They're literally trying to like erase it by resetting it in the Flash movie, which is probably gonna suck. And Ezra Miller is not that good of an actor, if I have to be honest. Just want that Man of Steel too. Yeah, that movie came out in 2013, and we still don't have Man of Steel 2. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it was released June 14th, 2013. We still don't have Man of Steel yet. It's ridiculous. Have you seen that video that it's Daniel's fault they lost the Yellow Valley? Are you talking about Strike First Media's video or Angie Kai's video? Which one? Because Angie Kai's video is BS. Tori's mom dies, and when she seeks Amanda for comfort, it's Daniel that actually helps her by relating to her by telling her that he's lost his dad when he was very young. I like that, Melissa. I want some Kroga actors to get superhero roles. Exactly. Imagine the finale is Silver, Barnes, and Dennis against Johnny and Daniel, and Cobra Kai says they're outnumbered, but then everyone starts to like appear, like Bobby, the students, and Chosen. Oh, that'd be freaking epic. Tori versus Sarah round 2. I don't think that's gonna happen. Tanner's Red Hood don't want to happen. Unlikely though. Well, Tanner said he wants to play Red Hood, so I think it could happen. Tori destroyed Sarah, 100%. I doubt Silver would let her join. She chipped her tooth to politely remind her to go to the dentist and check her crooked teeth. Tori chipped Sarah's tooth, lol. Yeah, Tori just roasted the absolute crap out of her. I don't see it. She was a part of that stunt team that they let go, so I don't see her coming back. If she returns, she'll probably be wearing braces. Just when it looks like Sam and Tori will bury the hatch, that fight breaks out between Kenny and Anthony, where Sam defends her brother and Tori defends Kenny. That I would like to see. Who unknown terror started it, and their rivalry once again continues. Oh gosh, is the link to join the StreamYard? It's pinned in the chat, people. It's in a blue box. It says pinned. That's the link. You gotta look for a blue box or a blue bar or whatever it is.
My friends at Bernardi Nissan and Wellesley, and if you're looking for a new Nissan, look no further than Bernardi Nissan on Route 9 in Wellesley. They're lot packed with over 200 new Nissans that you can choose from. Do their massive Nissan inventory now at BernardiNissan.com. Hey, spring is here, and it's never been a better time to finally treat yourself to a Gravely Zero Turn.
I doubt it.
Taking advantage of 0% financing up to 48 months with Gravely's Molded Distance event. I've been using the Gravely mower now for the past few years, and I know that with my Gravely Zero Turn, I can count on more comfort, more speed, more precision. And the best part, the same company that makes Aaron snow throwers makes Gravely lawnmowers. Gravely makes the best mower for your money. Do what I did. Visit your independent Gravely dealer today. Hey, it's Big Jim. Everyone was asking why combine athletes ran a 40-yard dash so fast this year. Well, a big reason is because the Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped. Your skill position will be sleek and smooth enough for a sub 4.340, making Manscaped the real.
How would you rank the Stranger Things season? Season 2, season 1, season 3. And I'll show you one of my favorite scenes in a minute. 1, 2, 3.
No worries. Protect your home with NuPro App Series windows and Max Protect roof systems. I got both in my home. For over 75 years, NuPro has brought energy savings, comfort, protection, and beauty to New England homeowners. Need a roof, siding, or windows? Get a free dome inspection and quote today. Right now, get 50% off their windows, roofing, and siding installs, or 5 years, no interest. They're 5-star installers who treat them at home like it was their own. Call 1-800-NuPro today or visit them at NuPro.com. Tell them so send ya. We've been a part of your community for years with award-winning internet service and 24/7 customer support. We put our customers first in everything we do. Your passions are what fuel us to keep innovating and to continue to astound you every day.
Guys won. Seriously, USS Butterscotch. I mean, you gotta try it. It is out of this world, I'm telling you.
I like this guy. USS Butterscotch.
First time I saw that, I was laughing my ass off. That was so funny. I'm stuck between seasons 1 and 2. Yeah, both those are great. Both of those are really good. And I like season 3 too. Like season 3 is good. I just think it's the weakest out of the 3, but I'm actually looking forward to season 4, both volumes. Yeah, look, really, like he's getting beaten up. Like season 1, he got his ass kicked by Jonathan, which he deserved it in that one. I'm not even gonna lie, he deserved that one. For the stuff he was doing to Nancy and the way he was talking about John's father. Season 2, he gets ass whooped by Billy. Season 3, he gets his ass whooped by Russians. Like, oh, he can't catch a break. Like, let this dude win a fight. Jesus. I hope not as well, but that seems to be the trend with our boys in the show, just when it looks like it. Yeah, same thing with Robbie and Miguel. They looked like they were going to talk, and then Stingray's neighbor, our family's trying to get some sleep. They're going to put the past behind them sometimes. Something happens, and they are at each other's throats again. Yeah. The way they started laughing at me dying, he sounded like a little girl about to laugh. Season 3 was good, but had problems. Yeah. Perfect example. I dump your ass. What the fudge? I didn't even know what to freaking say. I'm like, really? And it was this early too. Like it was only the second episode. I understand why Steve was mad, but he was asking for Jonathan to beat him up by mentioning his family. Yeah, like, dude, like what the? You're taking it too far. Like, what the frick is your problem? Like, what's your problem, bro? Like that I didn't like, but I didn't like Steve at first, but he gets better as the series goes on. So I do like that they fixed his character eventually. They've been doing a good job with his character. So I'm glad they didn't kill him off, and I'm glad that they didn't kill Jonathan off. I don't know, but they made Billy's death a bit heartbreaking too. I felt like he kind of had it coming, but like at the end, like he had like a redeeming moment, but then they kill him off. Steve could have beat Billy, but Billy got him good with the glass plate. Yeah. Steve, one of my favorite characters now. Yeah, exactly. Me too.
The trade was numerically equal. How about that, Scott Zolak? Sit down with the coach. I don't think we've heard Bill Belichick speak anywhere else leading up to the NFL draft, which is now like 24 hours away. Me and Joe Murray will be at Kings in the Seaport tomorrow night. But coach, you're here, right? They're not allowing you on site for some reason. No. We are not paying for 3 people to go.
Didn't Steve beat up on Russian in season 3 though? I think so.
Well, Joe Murray and myself are out in the Seaport. We'll be there by now. I believe we'll be there beginning around 8 tomorrow night. We won't be on the air until after Bruins coverage, hopefully, which will be mercifully short. Wraps up tomorrow night. But again, we'll be there. If you want to go watch the draft somewhere, it's a good spot to do it. We'll be out and out. Glad handing with the people. You want to yell at me about my next take? I certainly got my fill of that in the cast the other week, but I'm down for more. So in the meantime, Zoe gets to sit down with Coach, which I like how Jeremy said in my ear there, because I don't want to take full credit for this, but the interview started a little rough. So, Coach? How you doing, Coach? Good to see you, Coach. Where's your chopstick there, Coach? What's your heat on you there, Coach? He sounds like back row talking about Bill Belichick. Apparently, the man loves being called Coach. So what? I find it very, very interesting.
Them just pulling them off of each other would be the mature diplomatic thing to do, and not very much drama, which is pretty much what this show known for. It's karate drama. Yeah. Hit the nail on the head, Melissa.
Last year you didn't suck at the draft, and now it's a step in the right direction. We all thought you were going to keep sucking at the draft. Last year you didn't suck at the draft. Your boss, the owner of the Patriots, Robert Kraft, thinks you suck at the draft. Can you not suck at the draft? That's it. That's the question. That's the only question. Is there any other question? That's it. Well, we're going to find out what the questions are. That's it. Can you not miss on every single draft? Can you not go on the Pilgrim Mass Big Board over 42 style and shoot the moon and miss on every draft pick? That's what we're asking. Can you not suck at the draft? That's the only question. It's the only thing we care about. And if you don't care about us, Phil, tough, your boss cares about it. Your boss puts you on more blast than any of us have. So that's his question. Can you not suck at the draft? That's really it. That's all we want. I just want a player that they actually have highlights of. I go back to the Tavon Wilson pick when they had to cut right to Mount Pepper because they were like, we don't have anything. Sorry, no highlights of Tavon. So I'd like some B-roll with a player they actually drafted in the first or second round. But other than that, yeah, players that can actually play and make an impact would be a step in the right direction. Okay, if they trade back and we're on remote tomorrow, it's going to be so annoying. They send you back down Friday. They double it down. I don't think they have us anywhere Friday. Jeremy, I believe we're here sitting through it. Well, again, while the NFL draft is going on, we have back-to-back Bruins, which is just regular season where they really if Tampa wins tomorrow, the Bruins can't even do it. They're beating the Bruins if Tampa wins. But yeah, I don't believe we're anywhere on Friday. Just tomorrow. So in all seriousness about them drafting back, obviously it'd be annoying, especially for guys that like the draft. I do like it. I'm a spoiled millennial. I like sexy picks, all that stuff. Yeah, more importantly though, you didn't do anything with free agency. You have an opportunity here to go get a blue chip prospect. This is your
Who do you think is worst character in Stranger Things?
trading back is not the solution at this
I don't know. Probably the two kids that Steve was hanging out with in season 1. The guy and the girl, whatever their names were, they were so annoying. And let's face it, both Sam and Tori are two hotheads, which means that calm reasoning gets over their heads. Good point, Melissa. Very good point. Yeah, Steve's so-called friends are the worst. Yeah, they were so freaking annoying.
Trading for Devontae Parker, which I like Devontae Parker. Nice player. He's nowhere near a number one wide receiver. No, people are treating him like he's, why am I blanking on Hopkins or somebody like that? You know what I mean? Like he's like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin rolled into one down in Tampa Bay. He's Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson or something. What was he going to be on the depth chart in Miami? He wasn't going to make the team. He was not good enough to make their team. That's why you got him. That's why they traded him. He wasn't going to make their team. So people are so thirsty.
I wanted Jonathan or Steve to beat up that dude. That was Steve's so-called friend. Yeah, he was being so annoying. And the girl, oh my gosh, she's really, really annoying.
I don't know how you'll feel back here in studio. Don't worry about it. The two of us are going to be a public very letdown. Although, I've been on site and I've certainly moved picks before. I was in the Garden for Jaylen Brown. Really did not like that pick. Who was your guy in that draft? My guy was
Tori brutally beats up Kyler for trying the thing he did to Sam in season 1. I don't think they're going to repeat that.
But my actual guy in that draft was Jamal. I also admittedly like Buddy. I wanted shooting in that draft, so I like Jamal Murray. I also booed the crap out of Terry Rozier. All right, so now the Rozier pick wound up being a hit for Danny. Both of them. I mean, both of those picks were spectacular. I didn't like Rozier either. I will say this about the Jaylen Brown draft: the guy that you're going to be with, Joe Murray, screwed me on this.
Yeah, how would Tori even find out? Like, that's what I want to know.
Tweeted that they just traded the pick for Kevin Love, so I went around to everyone there being like, "Watch this, blockbuster coming." Kevin Love, bit of an insider. I know what's happening. So about 40 people were like, "Kevin Love coming to Celtics, done deal," and then just have this kind of slink to the back of the room and be like, "Yeah, I don't know what happened." Yeah. So thanks, Joe. Not that I remember or anything like that. Joe got the big roach, the rug pulled up. Yeah. I took that bullet for him. But yeah, no, I was a Chris Dunn guy there, so that would not have been Doc Rivers issue view right now is what this is. Right, I took the bullet for him. Yeah. No. And I have to be better, no question, but I blame Joe. 617-779-0985. Mike's in Everett waiting very patiently. Go ahead, Mike. Hey, Jones and McKay, how you doing? Good evening. Tim McCone. You're not McKay, right? That would be Matt McCarthy. That's Matt McCarthy.
She sees him, Tristan.
Of McCone's zone. Not to be confused with McCarthy. Yeah. Or taking the Red Sox out of the city. This is the man who ate a bucket of mayonnaise. That's who this is. He ate a bucket of mayonnaise, a travel-sized container of mayonnaise. I believe this is also the same man who beat Christian Arcane in a hot dog eating contest, right? Smoked Arcane. Yeah, so just have some respect for your talking to, okay? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just hope you didn't microwave that mayonnaise. I don't think I did not. I did not. What's your point, Mike? So yeah, I like your take on the UConn big man. They have great defenses, but can't score. So that's the way you want to go with a UConn player. But I was calling about your take on coaches and their importance in being tuned out. Yeah, I know my take. What's yours? Well, like you said, if you have a top 5 quarterback, like in 2019, like so you guys love to give Brady the credit when he wins, but what was happening when he was throwing down at people's feet in 2019 when he checked out? I know I did. I can't speak for you, but I know I blamed him. I didn't. First of all, that must have been Randy Edsel calling saying that UConn wasn't that bad last year. And then I thought he was being sarcastic when he's like, oh, they have a good defense. I was like, oh, ha ha. And then he was very much so the offense needs work. Yeah. No, they haven't weapons. What are we talking about here?
I'm with Kyler Teller. Yeah, exactly. Amanda admits to Daniel that as upset as she is that Cobra Kai won in that semi, she was somewhat happy that Tori won. Ooh. Because we could see the small hidden smile on Amanda's face, which is something that Sam overhears and is even more upset. Oof. Oh, man. I don't think Sam would take that lightly at all.
The Boston Bruins. They have 2 paths they could choose. Toronto Maple Leafs, the Carolina Hurricanes. What's the better path for them? We'll get to it right after the All right, we're going to start in the NBA. I'm going to go Seth Davis Sharpie here and tell you that the Celtics are going to be taking on the Bucks on Sunday at 1 o'clock because Milwaukee leads Chicago right now 60-42.
I bet it was hard for Amanda to choose who to root for. She was probably rooting for both of them because she said she was going to go cheer for her daughter, but I think she was really rooting for both of them.
Major League Baseball, Red Sox and Blue Jays going on up in Toronto right now, and it is currently stand by, 1-1 in the 5th inning, 1 out, nobody on for Trevor Story. And in the NFL, Patriots have re-signed Carl Davis. That really moves the needle for New England. And the Cardinals have picked up 5th-year option on quarterback Kyler Murray. Sports and headlines brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change wants to help you prepare your car for all your road trips. They offer completely contactless service. Their 15-minute drive-through service. You don't even need to make an appointment. Visit GetAndOilChange.com for a coupon. You'll save on your next oil change. I'm Tim McCullough, Boston Silver Sports 98.5. Sports at next update 30 minutes. Adam Jones. Celebrating Mother's Day at the 99.
She deep down also was rooting for Sam Moore, but she probably is happy for Tori winning. Yep.
We've been a part of your community for years with award-winning internet service and 24/7 customer support. We put our customers first in everything we do. Your passions are what fuel us to keep innovating and to continue to astound you every day. That's why RCN is now Astound Broadband. We're evolving to better serve you, your passions, your work, your life. We're evolving so that you can connect to a world of astounding possibilities. Introducing Astound Broadband, powered by RCN. Visit astound.com to learn how you can get 300 Mbps internet for just $25.99 a month for 12 months. Hey, it's Rich. Is your car lease up in the next 6 months? Get paid for turning it in. McGovern Auto Group will pay you up to $1,000 bonus for your lease at any of their.
I agree. I think that she was rooting for both of them while actually rooting for this rivalry between them. And
Turn your lease in anywhere else. McGovern Auto Group wants to help you make money. For qualifications and details, log on to McGovernAuto.com. That's McGovernAuto.com.
that's how I see it too.
On your way to finding a new small business health insurance plan. That's right. Massachusetts Health Connector for Business makes finding
I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. I had to go to the bathroom, but say hello. Say hello to the people. Say hello. Subscribe to the channel.
Call last night alongside Bob Mears. Bruins get a 4-2 win over the Florida Panthers. The last
Okay.
President's Trophy winners.
Okay, just relax. Okay, relax.
With the victory,
I know you're shy.
the Bruins secure themselves of avoiding the number 2 wild card, meaning neither Washington nor Pittsburgh who are fighting for the 3 and 4 spots.
Sam and Torre by the end of season 5 become allies but not friends due to the damage that already been done and still hold a rivalry with each other but not as antagonistic as it once was. Yeah, agreed. Sam and Tori try to have Anthony and Kenny bury their rivalry, and then Sam and Tori bury theirs. Yeah, that would be a good way. That'd be a cool way to do it. There's he.
Tomorrow night and somebody else on Friday. And all Tampa needs to do is win a game outright the Bruins game, which means the Bruins would get Carolina. So it's further fetched that they get Toronto. But let's just say, since they're both possible now for those, you could face Toronto, you could face Carolina. Who do you prefer? I want to face Toronto just because you've owned them in the postseason, and until it happens, until Toronto actually knocks you off, I'm comfortable doing that. So for me, it's Toronto. That's why I want to see Boston go up against. Yeah,
Have you seen Stranger Things season 4 trailer? Yes, I did, and it was so freaking good. I loved it. It actually got me excited for the new season. I just started watching the show, and I'm already enjoying it. Like, I'm looking forward to it. Like, the trailer looks so freaking good. And I have one question. How the freak did Hopper survive that explosion? Like, he's shown in the trailer. So I'm like, wait, how did this dude survive? He got blown up. How is he still here? Yeah, I'm excited for it. The trailer looks really good. I really like it. I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I'd enjoy it this much, but I actually do. So, I think season 4 is gonna be a really good thing. It's gonna be really good when it comes out. And I like that they're doing the 2 volumes, the 2 volumes thing. I do like that. Yeah, Hopper should have been denigrated. I just want an explanation that makes sense. Cause I didn't want them to kill him off. Like, he's one of my favorite characters. He was funny as hell. So I'm like when I finished it, I'm like, why? A new villain looks sick. Yeah. Robbie and Miguel come together and fight side by side each other through the wheel technique that Robbie learned in season 2. That would be cool to see. They definitely ain't killing off Hopper. Thank God, bro. See, Stranger Things season 4 is going to be interesting. Hope there's more episodes though. There's 2 volumes, so I don't know how many each volume is going to have. If there's 12 episodes, it'll probably be 6 per volume. I have a feeling that this season's going to be really long because of it being 2 volumes. I mean, seasons 1 and 3 had 8 episodes. Season 2 had 9, and those episodes are really long, like really, really long. Like that season 3 finale, though, that was really long. It was 1 hour and 17 minutes. I'm like, damn. I think Hopper and Joyce will finally get together in season 4. I felt like they kept like hinting at it in season 3, and like even like that American dude who speaks Russian too. He even said like, "Just bang already, god damn!" So that part was funny. They probably will at some point. I want to see Miguel and Robbie side by side. Yeah.
The tiebreaker would mean you're on the Metro side, which means if you win in round one,
Both of Johnny's sons, the two Karate Kids, they got to team up. Come on.
you would get the winner of Pittsburgh and Washington. Right? That's who you'd be getting the winner of. Sorry, Pittsburgh and New York, right? Or Washington, New York, depending on how it breaks out. Like those would be the teams.
Murray is literally the fans. Yeah, it was so freaking funny. Oh my gosh.
It's likely they're going to be on the other side. They would need Tampa to fall apart down the stretch.
Mm.
Would need to basically win out in these final two games. It's very close.
Yeah, I knew. I knew as soon as like the Russian dude with the glasses won the freaking carnival game, and when he saw like that big Russian dude who beat Hopper's ass, I knew he was gonna get killed. I'm like, oh no, this isn't gonna be good. The villain in Stranger Things season 4 looks better than Carnage Venom 2. I bet you he's gonna be scarier than Carnage in Venom 2. I'm calling it right now. Even freaking Knuckles from Sonic 2 is scarier than Carnage from Venom 2. Oh my gosh! Like Jacob the Chosen One even straight up said when I asked him on the King stream this past Sunday. He even said, yes, Knuckles is scarier in this movie. I'm like, how is a video game villain portrayed scarier than Carnage? Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's ridiculous. That poor Russian dude, he didn't die. Yeah, like, he didn't seem like that bad of a guy. Like, he was actually enjoying America. And he was pretty funny, too. Yeah, anything is scarier than movie Carnage at the moment. Yeah, cinema Carnage. That's what I call him. And I don't understand how Sony comes off of No Way Home. They come off of a masterpiece like No Way Home, which I haven't seen yet. And they produce a garbage fest called Morbius. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know what the frick Sony is doing. They should just give up all the Spider-Man rights to the MCU at this point, because they have no clue what the frick they're doing. Hope MCU Carnage is better. He probably will be, because I feel like the MCU is going to handle him better. I feel like the MCU has handled the Spider-Man movies better. Especially No Way Home, because like I feel like if No Way Home wasn't in the MCU, and if it was just a Sony movie, like a Sony Spider-Verse movie, I feel like they would have effed it up. I still gotta watch Morbius for myself, but I probably won't like it. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I have no interest in watching it. I have no intentions of watching it. I already listened to the review by the Kings, and I know enough not to watch it. And even the post-credit scene, apparently the post-credit scene sucks too. So I'm like, if the post-credit scene can't even save it, then I don't know. And a movie shouldn't have to be saved by a post-credit scene. It should just be good. Like, so I've heard a lot of good things about Sonic too. I really have, and I'm not even that big of a fan on Sonic. See, they got 67 on Rotten Tomatoes, and yeah, a lot of people liked it. Like, I'm looking at the audience reviews right now. It says amazing movie. I'm like, yeah, they did really good. I'm still scared because Disney has their hands on Marvel. Yeah, that's the part you got to be careful with, or you got to be wary of. Is Disney can F up like Sony can too. I mean, they effed up Star Wars really bad. See, I like the Force Awakens. Like, I feel like that was a good like. Oh, Star Wars is back. It's back again. Like, because before Force Awakens, we didn't get a Star Wars movie since 2005, which was Revenge of the Sith. So I'm like, so it's like saying, hey, Star Wars is back finally. So Force Awakens gave me hope for it. When I was at the theater when I saw The Last Jedi the night it came out in the movie theater. So when I saw that, I didn't hate it. It was good. I thought it was all right. Um, it has its problems, so I don't think it's a bad movie. Um, Rise of Skywalker is not a good one. I don't like that one. But so far, Marvel with Disney has been pretty good. Yeah. I mean, they've had a few screw ups. Like, I had high hopes for Captain Marvel because when they announced they casted Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, I'm like, oh, that's a good casting choice. I think she can pull it off. But when I saw the movie, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be. But you know, it is what it is. I always thought that Venom was way cooler than Carnage. I mean, just in terms of looks alone, Venom is way more badass. Yeah, I agree. Venom is a much better character. Yeah, I don't understand like what they were doing. Like they literally took like an R-rated villain and like threw him in a comedy movie. Like, no, that's not gonna work. Like the movie should have been 2 hours long, should have been rated R, and it should have been more serious. Um, so have you seen the Venom movies? I have both of them. Speaking of it, did you like the first Venom movie? I actually really did like the first Venom movie. I saw it in the theater and I had a fun time. I really enjoyed it. I thought the critics were being too harsh on it. Um, I thought the humor was all right. I like that one better than Venom 2. I mean, Riot was a decent villain. But the first Venom I actually really enjoyed. The second one's a fun ride. It's just sometimes it feels like a comedy fest, and it wasn't done the way I wanted it to. So, um, you know, I kept wanting to watch the Venom movie, but never got the chance. But I know about it. Yeah, the first one's pretty good. Um, the second one's okay. What do you think worse, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, or Morbius? Morbius, 100%. I only like the first Venom. I was fine with the first Venom being a comedy since it's the first movie, but the second should have been dark because Carnage is really twisted character. Exactly. Exactly, Trishan.
which is an acceptable condiment in hot dog, and my Twitter timeline is now arguing about condiments in a hot dog. Correct. Yeah. But I'm not how I'm 5 years old, and mustard's the only acceptable condiment, and sending me this thing from the Hot Dog Council, which is clearly in the pocket of Big Mustard.
I only put it in because I'm going to be ending at 9:15. But hey, enjoy the food, man. Which restaurant are you at? I think both movies should have been dark. Venom is a very violent and dark character, blood and gore first and second movies. I mean, Venom's not that dark. Like Venom has some gray to him. Let me put it this way: he's not as dark as Carnage. I'll just put it at that. I'm at Applebee's. Ooh, don't run into Johnny. I've been at Applebee's before. They actually have really good food. Really good food. Judging from the trailer, I can pretty much piece it together, and it's badass, and I'm glad that they made his host, Eddie, a more anti-hero of sorts instead of just an outright villain. That's like one problem I have with it is that's not really comic book accurate. Original comic book character Venom, he's supposed to be a villain. He's supposed to be Spider-Man's biggest villain. He's not. He wasn't originally he's not supposed to be an anti-hero. He's supposed to be a villain. See, Melissa, in general, he's a villain, but eventually he turned into an anti-hero. And this is like after No Way Home, Peter is in his like he's at his lowest, and this is the perfect time to have him bond with the symbiote. The symbiote's perfect for him right now. Carnage is the reason Venom has to team up with Spider-Man. This is why Sony messed it up. Exactly. When are you gonna watch No Way Home? Whenever I get time. And I have to make time for the Batman too, because like I heard that's almost 3 hours long.
I don't think he's paying a lot of that alimony. I think that's going to, drugs. Yeah, drugs and glow sticks, things of that nature. So yeah, he's not. We all like his music and the show he puts on, but it's not the best guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fun for a night, not something you want to hitch your wagon to long term. No. All right, first up, would you rather the Patriots trade up and make a big splash in the draft, but it's on the Felger and Mass big board. I picked up, by the way, over the last couple hours. Doesn't feel like you're the biggest fan of the Felger and Mass big board. Oh, no, it's just frauds. Fraudulent. Or would you rather have the Patriots trade out of the first round? So as much as I'd love for them to make a big splash and do something fun in the draft, I'd way rather they trade out of the first round altogether and pick something with that offensive lineman and bore everyone's ears, myself included, make you go all.
That's what I mean. He was made a villain in the Spider-Man comics and series because of that alien suit, so it was a real flip of the script when they made him not so dark. Yeah, and in the comics, the symbiote and Eddie both want revenge against Peter Parker. So that made sense for him to be a villain. Since Sony messed up with Venom and Venom 2, I'm starting to appreciate Spider-Man 3 Venom. Yeah.
Playoffs, we thought it was going to be a rivalry between the Celtics and Kyrie Irving. That was going to be a storyline for round one. Turns out it was between Kevin Durant and Charles Barkley. They've been going back and forth over the last few days. So, would you rather be a Twitter troll like Kevin Durant or a TV troll like Charles Barkley? Now, I will say this. I've come to appreciate Kevin Durant's Twitter trolling and just leaning into it, being like, who was the person who told him to, turn in his Twitter account. He's like, F that, fam. I'm not deleting my Twitter. Like, I've started to really respect Kevin Durant. But, no, you got to be, I mean, a troll on TV. Anybody can be a troll on the internet. Yeah, troll on TV like Charles Barkley. Did you see the video they put together from The Office with the Cancun trip? Brilliant. I know, like, it's not like Barkley put that together. No, it's not like the TNT producers put that together. It's hilarious. No, it really is the best post-game show or pre-game show. The best studio show, I think, in all TV. No question. Other than NBC 10 shows for a few years ago. All right, up next, would you rather have Doc Rivers or Steve Nash as your head coach? So would I rather have a guy who doesn't know what he's doing or have a guy who can't protect a 3-1 and possibly 3-0 series lead? You want Doc, right? I don't know if you saw the roster that he had in Orlando, Jones. I don't know if you knew that Chris Paul was hurt and banged up. Like, people are down on Doc, but he's not that bad. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Like, serviceable head coach. Yeah, he's completely overrated. Yes. And, like, you know, I always knew he was, like, a sneaky able. Like, when it came to not taking any blame here, like, I knew that. But, I mean, he's a better coach than Steve Nash. Like, please, I can't go that. I'm itching to go that far, but I can't go that far. I'd rather not. Steve Nash, my favorite player, like, in, like, the mid-2000s. Oh, my God, what a fun player. Loved him. Doesn't really translate to the next coach. He must be in the Hall of Fame, right? I mean, you and me are. Everybody gets in there, exactly. I was wondering if he's actually in.
Yeah, he was definitely way more threatening, which was a great change of pace considering that he's the only villain that can trigger spiders. That can't trigger Peter's spider sense. Oh, damn. What if Cobra Kai was anime? I don't think I would have watched it if it was anime. I'm not an anime fan.
One because Harden's bad. Yeah. I just think that you know as an NBA superstar, like what the deal is and what it's like dealing with guys like that. So maybe, yeah, like you thought the talent was so overwhelming that you reached their goal to a championship. But dealing with Kyrie Irving in a day in and day out, well, I'm sure he's not being enjoyed. I'm sure he's sick of it now. I'm just saying, why did he take the job in the first? He probably thought he was going to win and it was going to be easy. Yeah. Which I got to be honest, I kind of thought too. Yeah. Well, all right, next up. Would you rather the Red Sox upgrade their rotation immediately or their bullpen? Oh, rotation. Then you can move Whitlock back to the bullpen. And your number 2 starter is Nick Pivetta. And you're like reliant on Chris Sale coming back.
No, I actually like Spider-Man 3. I think that one's my second favorite out of the Raimi trilogy.
You needed to bring in another, legitimate number 3-ish starter. They didn't do that. They brought in Michael Wacha and promoted Nick Pivetta. And like I like Rich Hill, but he's 42 and like you have no idea how many starts he's gonna make. Like they need another starting pitcher. That's absolutely what I would rather. All right, last one. Would you rather attend the NFL draft or the Pro Bowl? Okay, now the NFL draft moves around. So like this year it's in Vegas, that might be cool. But I don't know, you might get it like a crappy city coming up soon. You know what I mean? Right. Does the Pro Bowl also move? Yeah, is it the Pro
About the Amazing Spider-Man films.
Site of the Super Bowl, I think. How about this? They were both in Vegas this year. All right, so they're both in Vegas. Which one would I rather attend? I think it might be the Pro Bowl. Believe it or not, I think I'm a draft guy. Well, but here's what. Like, do you want to be live at the draft? Like, I don't want to watch the Pro Bowl on TV, but being there in person, I'd be like, yeah, it's okay. I think I do want to watch the draft on TV. Like, and at least enjoy that. But like, are you going to be able to follow it if you're there? I don't really think so. No, you're going to be like watching Roger Goodell, high-fiving people, but like, you want to hear what they're talking about on the broadcast. Like, yes, you just watch one promoting quotes. Yes, you're going to take the ball and go into the Pro Bowl. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to. Either one, I think, would be a good experience, but I like the draft sitting on my couch. So I'll go bite the bullet and go to the Pro Bowl so I can enjoy the draft on my couch. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I think Bertrand said a few days ago that I think he went to the draft with his buddies. Like, like radio. I think he was like, okay. But like you said, I just don't. That is a monster reaction to see things. Everybody's kind of standing around like, what do you do? On your phone? That's what I'm saying. Like, so now you're just on. I'm sure they like type in some of the audio, but like, so I'm standing by like a jet fan ready to puke on me. Like, I don't want that. Super enjoy it. Right. Yeah. I'd rather watch on my couch. And then I'll go to the Pro Bowl. And, at least I'm watching a game. That's a tough take, though, man. Yeah, I mean, are you watching a game though? Like, are you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Like Mac Jones, 60-yard run, stuff like that. That's not that. Go watch Back at the Gritty. Sure. So there you go. Would you rather? In the Game of Jones here on Wednesday. Steve McCone's got all the latest in your hub headlines. They were right back with some thoughts. They have the people going on the Celtics and their overrated defense. We'll do that right after the other. Boston's most listened to sports station. All right, sports hub at 95, the sports hub. All right, we will start in the NBA, and it looks like the Celtics are going to get the Bucks on Sunday because right now Milwaukee leads Chicago 79-60.
Well, that's exactly.
In the third quarter, of course, Milwaukee leads that series 3-1, so they're going to close things out tonight.
Thinking of the amazing Spider-Man films. The first one, I thought that one was good. I enjoyed that one a lot. The second one, the writing's all over the place. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess.
In the NFL, how about this tweet from Adam Schefter, prepared for the draft tomorrow? Quote, each year, unexpected players sneaking around. One possibility this year is USC pass rusher Drake Jackson, who's ancient Blue Rosenau, said that multiple teams predicted to him Wednesday that Jackson, who had 15 top 30 visits, would be a surprise.
Not a fan of either of them.
Going to go on a limb and say that Blue Rosenhaus crafted that tweet for Adam Schefter. The Patriots have re-signed Carl Davis. The Cardinals have picked up a 5th-year option on Kyler Murray. And right now, the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, I agree with that. Andrew Garfield is really great Spider-Man. He's definitely the highlight in those movies. I thought they were pretty enjoyable. Not perfect, but enjoyable. Yeah, they can be. Yeah, his acting is good, but the character is written pretty bad. I do agree. I rank them in order. Toby, Andrew, Tom. Andrew seems to be the most comic accurate, though. Yeah.
I thought from earlier tonight, although, Jeremy, you were telling me that cut in the system, so I don't know when he said that. Maybe he said that this afternoon. I have no idea. I thought it just came out. But he says Chris Middleton could miss the entire series against the Celtics. Milwaukee may need to win a whole nother round. And by the way, they're going to win tonight. Were they up 20? Yeah, on Chicago. So, I mean, they're going to wrap it up tonight. Game 1 between Celtics and Bucks on Sunday at 1 o'clock at TD Garden. But he's just there. They might need to win a whole additional round to beat the Celtics before Chris Middleton returns, which is significant for the Eastern Conference semifinal game this weekend. We're both picking Celtics, right? I have the Celtics at 4. I think they sweep the Bucks. Because, again, they showed something to me by beating the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm never going to doubt them again. And I have the Celtics at 4. And it's not even because we're going to be joined by your guy, Dwayne Freeberg, who we're not on that right now, but that's okay. Yeah, some issues. So we'll talk about it when he calls in, but that's fine.
Tom can possibly top Andrew when keep getting more movies from him. Andrew Garfield is best Spider-Man in my opinion.
I think it's pretty on his radar. You think so? Yeah. Okay. I think he's probably aware. Are you saying you know that? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are we on Greeny's radar? I think that you're on Greeny's radar. Absolutely. Yeah. You guys are a big show. No. Well, see, now I don't like how you said that. I feel like that was somewhat condescending. No. I'm thinking serious. You're a big show. I don't think you're exactly shy with your love of the work like that. I've seen the apparel that you brought on a regular basis. Celtics in 4. Who are you thinking? I think the Celtics win. I'm not as aggressive as you are with the Swiss. I think it's going to be 5 or 6 games, but the middle pressure, I mean, let's just, come on. Can we just get one or the other? What are we? 5. All right, we're going to go 5. We're going to go Celtics in 5. 5. They're going to. You're chastising me for my Celtics sweep, but you're only one game away. The Celtics are going to win the championship. I mean, I'm 100% in right now on Boston winning the championship. They win this game. They win this series in 5. In all seriousness, the Middleton injury is huge, Jones. That's a game changer. No, I agree. Yeah. So look, Giannis is going to be tough to stop, but if they don't have that second option with Chris Middleton, it's just really Drew Holiday and Giannis. I think it's going to be a long series for Milwaukee. Yeah. Look, Milwaukee's good. They're very good. But without Chris Middleton, that's a big difference maker. I agree. And it's kind of a fake series win for the Celtics. They really should. I mean, losing a game in Milwaukee without Chris Middleton would be. You think this would be like a bubble type championship? Yeah, roughly. Yes. I think that's about what it would be. Of course, Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry are hurt from Miami and Beats are from Philadelphia. So really, it's like the Bruins getting to a cup final. Paying their 17.5. The whole thing just paid. I think it's all of it. Clear for. Ben Simmons, it's not like Ben Simmons played the first round. They have to go against him. So anyway, I agree. Celtics are bringing home banner 18. They're going to sweep the Bucks. I can't imagine they lose any games to the Bucks. That'd be kind of embarrassing. Especially if they keep playing defense the way that they have been. That's the embarrassing thing. I brought this up late last night. I figured we can bring it up again. Because, we're a different audience. We were on after the Bruins game last night. We're not on right at 7 o'clock. So I figured right at 7 o'clock, I did all this research. It took me like 5 more minutes. So I said, let me bring this down. So I think the Celtics defense was overrated in the first round. And I think that'd be hard to do. I think the defense was bad in the first round against Portland. That was good on some individuals. They played good defense on Kyrie Irving. Okay. But Marcus Smart outside of game 1 when he got cooked. Marcus Smart played good defense on Kyrie Irving. Individually, that was a good matchup.
How you rank Cobra Kai and Stranger Things seasons together? I ain't doing that. That's too much work. That's way too much work.
It's not about the first round and relitigating it now. Well, actually, Cobra should have won. That's not a big.
That's way too much work. Sorry. I ain't doing that. It's not that hard. I just don't feel like doing it. Sam officially becomes Johnny's student for the rest of the series. That would be crazy. I rank all Cobra Kai seasons above Stranger Things. Yeah, same. It would be cool, but she's going to stay with her dad, in my opinion. Yeah, she's probably going to stay loyal to her dad.
46.1 from the field, 48% from free throw. Game 3, 103 points, really not that bad. Brooklyn shot at 51%, 41% on three. Game 4, 112 points, Brooklyn 51%, 37 on three. So Brooklyn scored 100 plus in all 4 games. And in today's NBA, that's not crazy. But a couple of them, they got up to 114. They shot 50% or greater in 3 of the 4 games. The other game, they shot 46%. They shot 40% or greater in 3 of the 4 games. The only game they did 37%. You keep playing defense like that, you're not going to win. And that's my only point. I don't think they won in the first round because of defense. Everybody talks about defense. What did you do on Durant? What did you do on Kyrie? I don't think the defense is why you won. I think your offense is why you won in that first round, which is shocking. They've been a really good offensive team, like a top 10 offense. I mean, in the entire second half, they were even better down the stretch after the trade deadline. So their offense really came to play. I don't know how sustainable that is, and I know
I highly doubt that's going to happen. I think the Sam and Johnny training was mainly a season 4 storyline. Season 5 will move on to different stories yet. And I forgot, today marks 1 month until Stranger Things season 4. So I just realized that. Volume 1, May 27th. Cobra Kai 4-3-2-1. Stranger Things 1-2-3. I don't think they're gonna kill Tori off. Yeah, no way.
second half where he doesn't make a field goal. And Kyrie goes off in that second half in game one, and ever since then, like you said, was really quiet the rest of the series and kind of checked out somewhere like 2019 when he was on the Boston Celtics. I feel like with Brooklyn and the final couple games. So I think the narrative there with both those guys kind of showing at times them not being themselves was that they were dominant defensively. But you're right, that was not an elite performance by the Boston Celtics. You would hope if you're Boston, Robert Williams coming back and starting to continue to play his way back into shape is going to change things long term for you on the defensive end. I think that's the one thing.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you're not yet, and have a nice night. Let's see, season 3, season 1, Stranger Things, season 1, Stranger Things, okay, season. You love season 2 of Cobra Kai ranked ahead of season 4? Damn. What I meant was that even when they do the merge again, while she still trains under Daniel, she'll see Johnny as more of her sensei and trains more with his style. Oh, okay. That's gonna do it. Have a good night, everybody.
Why don't defense change this year? He's the best defender on the team. And he should have been the defensive player. But I don't know. So I don't know how much of that can change. And I think their defense suffers without him. Which is weird because they had the defensive player of the year, but I think their defense suffers without him. 617 We'll talk to Dan Greenberg. School Green. Barstool Sports. We'll get his victory last year of the Celtics knocking out a play-in team. He's very proud of his 2 seed knocking out a play-in team. We'll do that next. It's